To me, the best part of Madden is being able to create an off-meta offensive scheme or defensive scheme that utilizes some of the core meta elements that you see in competitive Madden. This allows you to be able to get a leg up on your opponent because all of the reps they've spent countering very specific meta concepts in the most popular meta formations doesn't really do them as much good when they don't know it's coming at them because they haven't seen a formation before. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys one of the more interesting offensive playbooks in the game, and I'm going to work in a scheme that absolutely obliterates the cover 2 meta. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Dan from the Madden YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down a scheme out of the pistol full house base. Now, this formation is predominantly found in the Baltimore Ravens offense, which you guys can actually get a pretty comprehensive look at this offense in the Ragusa 6 Quick Baltimore Ravens game plan on gridirongameplans.gg. If you guys like running option style football, smash mouth style offense with your quarterback, basically running right down your opponent's throat, that has some interesting off meta dots that can be paired with it, you should definitely take a look at the Baltimore Ravens offense. In addition to that, they actually have one of the better bunches in the game, having clear out, split end out in their regular bunch. And then they also have the pistol bunch, which Ragusa calls the runch. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look here at the pistol full house base. Now, I absolutely love this because it obliterates the defensive metas that you most commonly see, whether that be the 3-3-5 wide or the cover 2 blitz meta out of a variety of different defensive formations. This particular formation provides a lot of issues for it. As we kind of take a look at this formation at a glance, you'll notice that they've got a read option that is a quarterback running back read option. This is a 3-back backfield, which utilizes base personnel, meaning that you have a tight end, a fullback, and a running back with 2 receivers. So effectively, this is I-form personnel, although you could dress it up differently if you guys wanted to. This is the base formation personnel that Ragusa runs for his pistol strong slot. So you guys can audible into his offense out of this, or you can audible out of his offense into this if you guys want to. But we've got the read option. We've got a regular double ISO with 2 lead blocking fullbacks. This is tough to gap shoot because of the presence of those 2 fullbacks. You've got a slam, which is a decent run as well. And then we've got kind of a hidden formation within this particular offense. Now, we're going to get to that momentarily. What I want to start off with is really one play, and this is the PA cross shot. Now, the reason I like this is because it is going to destroy the cover 2 blitz meta. Doesn't matter what cover 2 blitz they're in, nickel triple, nickel 2-4-5 odd, if they want to be in nickel blitz 2 out of nickel normal, if they want to basically try dollar DB fire 2, that won't go so hot for them because you're in base personnel. But if they run a cover 2 blitz, you're going to be able to roast them with this concept. So I'm going to show you how this works. Something that's really cool about this formation is that when you flip it, it's symmetrical. So you can flip it either way, doesn't matter how you run it. And it's got a deep skinny post. Now, this was the focus of yesterday's video in which I showed you my favorite one-play touchdown in Madden out of my offense, the LA Rams, but you guys could utilize this element here. Now, we talked about yesterday, the most popular one-play touchdown is one in which you have a wheel route attacking the same side of the field as the skinny post. So if we go ahead and put Patrick Ricard on a wheel route right here, he's going to be able to pull down a deep half defender on that side of the field, allowing our post route to Marquise Hollywood Brown to break over the top. So I'm going to show you this first and foremost with just a simple wheel. Now, if you want to, you can hedge your bet against a cover 3 by putting your B receiver on an out route. Although I will say running back wheels are pretty often spammed. A lot of players are going to run right over to that, which can actually benefit you. But I will say that if you're expecting a blitz, like an edge blitzer, which is why I like this formation, we've got this nickel corner that is flying in off the edge, which is the player that I've ID'd the mic on. If I want to, I could go ahead and block Ricard, and I can send my running back to the wide side on a wheel. So he could run the wheel as well. I would recommend with this particular concept, likely putting the other backfield player, which would be our tight end, put him on a curl. If your opponent overusers, then you could go ahead and hit this in the middle of the field. But what we're going to do is try to get our player to the outside, and then you see that the post is going to open up. Thank you for checking out this free content over here on the Zan Madden YouTube channel. If you guys are enjoying this content, make sure that you guys also check out my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg. Gridiron Game Plans is your one-stop source for all things competitive Madden. Every week in our Vault update, we go over the meta, or the most effective tactics available being used by pro players on the MCS circuit, breaking down not only how and why the pros do what they do, but most importantly, how you can counteract those metas when you face them in online gameplay. On top of that, your subscription also includes any and every game plan on the site all year long for just the low price of $9.95 a month. And you guys get access to our Discord channel, where we have members of the Gridiron Game Plans community chatting daily, helping each other get better at the game. And this also includes a lab session every single Wednesday night on the channel. So make sure you guys get over to the website. If you guys are looking for the best escape artist defense in the community, you have to look no further. GridironGamePlans.gg. Now back to the video. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and slide protect away from the edge rusher, which is going to set our line to block the 5 left players. The overhang rusher, which is the 6, will be the responsibility of our extra blocker, so Ricard. So what you should see right here is us being able to get a cut on him. We can then roll out and then chuck this ball all the way over the top to our skinny post, and that deep half defender has been pulled down by the wheel route. So go ahead and show this to you again. You see how this worked. So from the top-down view, you see that Dobbins runs the wheel out of the backfield. I'm patient in the pocket. I let my block set up. We get our cut block, and then I release to the outside, and I'm now able to look over the top and hit our skinny post streaking in between the safeties that are in deep halves. You see right there just how easy that was to make that throw. Now, if you want to make sure that neither of those players on the backside play that particular post route, you can actually go ahead and wheel both of your wings, or, you know, if you want to block Ricard, you could wheel the running back to the wide side of the field if you wanted to. And again, I would employ the same tactic here. Slide protect away from the overhang rusher, ID the mic on the overhang rusher, and that will be the running back's responsibility. So you see right there, we got our blocks. Now in this example, our post route is much more open. Now right there, we overthrew it because we got it under pressure inaccurate, but you saw that you didn't have the cloud flat matching and you didn't have the safety able to play that. So you guys have effectively seen right here how this is going to bomb a cover 2 defense, and also how we can set up our rollouts with a little bit of slide protection if they are blitzing you off the edge in a cover 2 defense. So now we're going to go ahead and go back to just generic cover 2, and I'll kind of focus on the route combos in general. So if you're facing a base cover 2, my recommendation would be to give yourself something that looks kind of like this, because what this is going to allow you to do is basically roll out, look for your wheel route if you can hit it. You got your check down over the middle, which is what I could throw right here. And you see that I'm able to basically check that down if the user were to get back on the skinny post. But the really cool thing about this play is that because this is a symmetrical formation, your opponent doesn't necessarily know which side is going to be the bomb side. So if I wanted to, I could actually attack the other safety by wheeling Mark Andrews. I could then go ahead and put Ricard on whatever. He could be on a wheel as well. Put A on a hook out of the backfield. X, kind of up to you. Again, I think if you want to hedge your bet, an out route is really nice, just because if it's cover 3, cover 4, Andrews will be open as he cuts up the field. But in this situation, now we're going to be looking to go the other direction. You see that I can go ahead and roll, and then I've got this post right there to Watkins, which, provided that I'm under pressure, I'd set my feet and lead him open the middle of the field. Keep in mind that this is also a setup that doesn't have a pass lead ability, like Gunslinger or set feet lead or pass lead elite. So there's no extra velocity, and you're seeing that these are open passes. Now that's just one play. I want to get into a little bit more with this formation because it's actually really, really good. And again, I would highly recommend that you go check out the rest of it on Gridiron, the rest of the playbook on Gridiron. But I want to go ahead and turn our focus to the hidden formation. The hidden formation is the basically what I would call single back deuce wing. So basically what it is it's ace, but you're going to take both of those tight ends and take them off the line. And what's really, really cool about this particular formation is that when you do this little hidden formation, the game still thinks that these players that are on the wings are in their traditional alignment. So as you guys see right here, when they're in the traditional alignment, they get the running back route. So if you were to have, for instance, a hot route master, you would get, your traditional routes, which are wheels, ins, outs, streak out of the backfield, curl, option route, and blocking assignment. But if you have a hot route master, you obviously get Texas routes, you get ghost routes, you can get some other patterns as well with your running back, which is super, super nice to have. But again, let's go back to this formation. Because the game is confused and they think that both of these players are running backs in the backfield, you actually get the ability to put them on tight end wheels, which is really, really good, because now what you can do is effectively attack with these double wheel concepts that are so popular out of other formations. In fact, if you were to take a look at the tight slots with the 4 verticals play, this concept is really one of the most valued concepts in the game, because these wheels are so wide. And, you could throw them to either side, short side or wide side of the field with this concept, provided you don't get shed like I just did right there. So you're going to be able to see here that if you just have a little bit of patience, you could let these wheel routes develop, cut up the field, and just throw it in inside pass lead and make your catch, provided that you don't have a 311-pound fullback that has bricks for hands. So if you go back into this formation, this is where you can kind of sub in and get a little bit more personalized with this. Keep in mind that's a tight end, but you're going to be able to put in basically a running back at that spot because the game thinks it's a running back. So if I go in here and I wanted to put, for instance, Dobbins at this spot, you could. Or you could put a second tight end if you wanted to, and you'd be an ace personnel. But I'm going to go ahead and put Dobbins at this spot instead of a fullback. Go right back to our hidden package that is in this particular formation. And we'll just choose kind of random zone here. I'm going to go to play type, go to random zone. And I'm going to be able to basically wheel route both sides. You're going to see here that, you just let them cut up the field. And you see just how valuable that little concept is. Now, wheel routes in terms of the meta are often spammed with the pass lead ability. So you're going to get extra velo on these. But because of the width of these wheel routes, this is really, really tough to guard as a user. Really, really tough to guard as a user. Because what ends up happening is, and again, you're seeing some of these under pressure inaccurates because of it just being Lamar or whatever. But, in general, with this particular concept, if you have, gunslinger, pass lead elite, set feet lead, you're going to be able to throw these pretty easily, right as they cut up the field. So, it is a better throw with a pass lead ability, but again, you can naturally see here how we can throw these balls as they cut up the field. And, it's pretty nice to be able to have this because a lot of players aren't expecting this to be a wheel route position. When they see something where the tight ends release into the flat, typically they're expecting slant flat combos, some sort of really, really super basic combo that a lot of players like to run. Obviously, you can't really run the wheel route down the sideline without something occupying the flat, or else you're going to have a purple zone or something chasing you from behind. But again, if you occupy both flats with just out routes or smoke routes right here, this actually turns out to be a really, really nice combo. Really, really nice combo. And you see how easily I can make that throw. Again, I really recommend a pass lead ability. You see if I have a little bit more zip on that throw, very, very open. Without it, a little bit tighter. But again, this is something that I'm just running here with the Ravens in regs. But again, you see here, you can make the throw, especially to the wide side. It's a little bit easier on the wide side. So that's kind of a nice little hidden package within this formation that you're going to be able to utilize as well. Now, the other thing that's really, really cool about this is that if you guys have a mobile quarterback, you're going to be able to run some read option. In fact, there's some field generals right now that are like pushing 90 speed. You're going to be able to kind of mix in some solid little runs with this, as I mentioned earlier. So you got this read option where, if they crash on that running back, you see how potent this could potentially be, being able to run this, especially because you could flip the run really easily. So say you come out and you see the nickel corner over there and you're like, oh, I don't really like the read key over there on that side. You could flip it without any players moving and then just go to work. You see here, we catch a block, something that could be pretty big yardage. Now, again, I want to leave this in the back of your mind. This is the same personnel as Ragusa's offense, which is the pistol strong slot. If you guys have watched him play at all, this is a money formation for him. If you guys run his offense, you guys should be adding this mini scheme into your playbook. We've got everything that Rag runs on Gridiron. You can go check it out. It's part of the membership included, with every offensive game plan, every defensive game plan, and weekly vault updates. So make sure you guys go check it out on gridirongameplans.gg. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're pushing 12,000 subscribers. I always ramp up in the spring into the summer, trying to keep Madden fresh for you guys. So this is always some of the best times of the year if you guys are just looking for off-meta nuggets, things that are going to help kind of open your mind up to things. We got more in the tank for sure. So hopefully we see you guys back here with our next video upload on Monday. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.